Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand, we go to the scorecards. Tommy Kazmarek scores the bout, 115, 113. De La Hoya. Chuck Champa scores the bout, 116, 112. Mayweather. Jerry Roth scores the bout, 115, 113 to the winner by split decision and new WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
Thanks for a terrific fight.
I love boxing.
Thank you. And now, the Floyd Jr. Sr., who was in the middle of all of this with his heart and with his head. How did you see the fight, Floyd?
Well, I'm just going to be honest with you, man. If you want to call fight by scoring, point system, I mean, by who throwing more punches, you have to give it to Oscar. But if you just going on a guy hitting a guy with single shots, then you have to give it to my son. I mean, my son he had good defense. I'm not saying a lot. He caught a lot of punches with his shoulder and his arm, but
so
it's still about punches. It's about a guy throwing punches.
So what you're saying here is that you felt that because Oscar was pressing the fight and throwing a lot of punches, and that Floyd Jr. was throwing single shots and just blocking punches, you could have seen Oscar getting the decision. Is that what you're saying?
I thought the fight was a close fight, but it's just where the point system go, man. If you look at the point system, man, who touching who the most?
Oscar or Floyd? Who won?
Hey, man, if you go by point system, you're going to have to give it to Oscar. If you go by point system.
Thank you. Jim?
All right, thank you very much.
Punches, you could have seen Oscar getting the decision. Is that what you're saying?
I thought the fight was a close fight, but it's just where the point system go, man. If you look at the point system, man, who touching who the most?
Oscar or Floyd? Who won?
Hey, man, if you go by point system, you're going to have to give it to Oscar. If you go by point system.
Thank you. Jim?
All right, thank you very much. Floyd Mayweather still.
Who touching who the most?
Oscar or Floyd? Who won?
Hey, man, if you go by point system, you're going to have to give it to Oscar. If you go by point system.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, thank you.
Wow. This is the first time. I mean, I watched this fight a couple times, and this is the first time that I realized that Floyd Sr. admits Oscar De La Hoya beat Floyd Mayweather. I mean, his own dad is on national TV admitting Oscar De La Hoya won that fight. His own father. And Larry Merchant asked him plain and simple, who won that fight? De La Hoya or Mayweather? And Floyd Sr. said Oscar De La Hoya won it. And the judges scorecards were pretty interesting. The first judge gave the fight to Oscar De La Hoya 115 to 113. The second judge had it 116 to 112 for Mayweather. And the last judge, the deciding judge, had it 115, 113 for Floyd. So that was a real close fight, man. I think Oscar De La Hoya is the only fighter to ever win on a judge's scorecard against Mayweather. I'm gonna have to do some research, but that first judge had De La Hoya winning that fight 115, 113, and the last judge only had Floyd winning by one round. So if they would have gave one more round to Oscar, that shit would have been a draw. So, and Floyd Sr. said Oscar won, and I'm surprised he admitted that on national TV. Wow, that's a revelation. But yeah, I just wanted to hit you guys with that bit of news. That shit was the first. That was the first time I ever heard Floyd Sr. admit that shit publicly. That Oscar De La Hoya won that fight. But hey, just wanted to share that news with you guys. I get some more boxing news. I hit you guys up.